Welcome to the Marshall Sports Network. I'm Grant.
I'm Blaze.
We are coming in here at the Rosebud Stadium, starting off our softball season 2024.
Absolutely. Hey, I'll tell you one thing. It's been awesome, to cover all the basketball games and everything. And basketball season's not over, but now we're adding a new season.
Softball.
And a new
and
sport.
Baseball.
Softball and baseball, right. So tonight, there is no baseball game tonight. It's just softball. And so we're covering it here at Rosebud. So we want to welcome you to the Marshall Sports Network. Let us know where you're tuning in from here in the live chat. So we're about to get this game underway, Grant. I'm excited.
Me too.
One thing to note, and this is just, something to note. This is our first This is our first softball game covering it for the 2024 season. So, we're running the same system that we use for basketball. However, we don't have an internet connection, Grant. We're having a hotspot. So just letting you guys know that you never know when things could go unplanned. So just take that into an account. If it drops, the stream drops, we will work our best to get it back up. But everything
wanted to say real quick, sorry about the wind.
Yeah.
It's out of our control. Can't help it. Did you already say that?
No, but I wish we could control the wind, Grant. I really do.
Yeah.
It would be really nice. So, well, softball season is about to be officially underway here in about 2 minutes. This game's going to start at 5 o'clock. It's going to be a good game. It's going to be a good matchup. So we're all set up and we're ready to rock and roll. Again, the basketball season's not over with. It's not finished. Senior high boys have the opportunity to win the championship in 2A, which would be huge, Grant.
Yeah.
It'd be really big. So we are about to get underway. The first inning is fixing to happen. And let's see who we got to bat up first. I'm going to pull the roster up for Marshall. And we are going to get started. And like I warned Grant, I said, look, you got to watch out because somebody hits a foul ball. It's coming right at us. We are in the perfect zone for a foul ball. So, good hit, but a quick out. That'll be Audrey Blair. She was up to bat first, and that was a good hit. First base was able to read the hit and get the out. And we're going to have a strike one. We got number 9 up to bat. That's going to be, I don't know. There's not any more numbers. It stops right here, so I don't know. We'll work on that for next time. We don't have a updated roster, so we'll just call numbers, I guess. No, we'll call. And pitcher's going to hit number 9 with the ball accidentally, and so that automatically means they're going to walk. So we got 1 on first base. And up to the bat next. Can you see the number on that, Grant?
I think it's Michaela.
Michaela Blair?
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. Number 0. So the pitch is up, and we're going to have ball number 1. Yeah, I think you're right, Grant. I think that's 0. Strike 1. So 1 ball, 1 strike. We've got 1 out. Strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. We've got 1 stealing bases, and you know what? She's coming home. We're going to score. That's the first score for Marshall. That brings Marshall up on the board, 1-0. I like it, Grant. That's a good start to the game. We stole the base. Yes, there was an out. The batter did strike Michaela Blair out. However, as soon as she was exiting towards the dugout, one of Marshall's players was able to steal the base and get a score there. We're going to have 2 strikes, 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. It's a good hit, but it's going to be a foul ball. And it's going to hit her. She's going to walk. That's going to bring her to first base. Let's see if Scorebook Live's got better rosters than what we were sent. It looks like it does. For the most part. Strike 1. That's going to be a ball. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Got a runner on first base. It's going to be a hit. It's going to be it's going to be a foul ball. Almost said out of bounds, Grant. I'm still thinking basketball here. It takes a little bit to get switched over from basketball to softball and baseball because we've been, covering basketball games.
Yeah.
So here we go. That's going to be 3 strikes, and we're going to be going to the bottom of the first inning. Rosebud up to bat next. We do not have a roster for Rosebud, so we apologize for that. But again, you're watching the Marshall Sports Network. Takes it just a second, because like I said, we're switching. Like I said, Rosebud's going to bat. So Grant, what do you think so far? First time with the Marshall Sports Network doing softball coverage. So what do you think?
Well, I think we are hitting good. A little too many strikes. I mean, that's fine, but...
Well, and I think we're just kind of, getting
into the rhythm.
Exactly.
I totally
we're kind of out of
agree.
rhythm. I mean, this is the first game, and I assume it's the first game for Rosebud, too. So, all in all, just a kind of a first start for both teams. But I'm glad softball season's here. I'm glad baseball season's here.
Yeah, me too.
I hate that basketball season's coming to an end, especially coming to an end on Saturday. But here we are. We're back to another sport. So we're going to have Audrey Blair. She's going to be our pitcher for Marshall, starting pitcher. And doing some practices with Trey Pruitt, one of the coaches. And again, the wind noise that you hear, that is the wind. So we're going to have Abby Tilley. That will be the catcher. And again, we'll have Audrey Blair, who will be the pitcher. Not sure who our umpires are today. Grant, I haven't talked to him, so I don't know. Want to let you know they do have lights here, so this game could go into the night. And if you're just joining us, Marshall's up 1 right now, 1-0. But we are at the bottom of the first inning with Rosebud fixing a bat.
All right.
Here we go. We're going to have a strike. That was an awesome pitch, Grant.
Yeah,
From
that
Audrey
was.
Blair. Bringing in the power, bringing in the speed. It's going to be one strike. Something about Audrey, and we'll talk about it here in a second. It's going to be a foul ball, which automatically goes in as a strike, so it's going to be 2 strikes. So, Audrey, she is, she's a junior, and she's already committed to UCA. That's awesome. And we're going to have a ball. So it's going to be 1 ball, 2 strikes. No outs. Just starting the bottom of the first inning. Right here at Rosebud. The Rambler Field. You said, Grant, this was not a conference game?
No,
Is that correct?
not a conference game.
Could be 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Just to get in the groove.
What a hit! And number 15 from Rosebud is going to make it to second base, and they're going to get a stop there. So a double hit right there. That was good. Good for Rosebud. Bobcats did a really good job identifying where that ball was going. Got it. Right to second base. You got somebody stealing. And you're going to have Rosebud's going to have one that moved from second base to third base. She stole it. And you got to watch that, Grant. That's something Bobcats are going to have to watch. However, we did the same thing.
Yeah.
Strike. So we're going to have 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-0. Again, the bottom of the first inning right here at Rambler Field. Foul ball. Notice how the Bobcats, when she had that hit right there, it was a foul ball. But notice how many of the Bobcats ran up there. They were going to get that ball. Why? Because there was a girl on third base, and they did not want her to score. And that's the kicker. Right now, you're not worried about first base. You're worried about home. You want to get that ball home as quick as possible. That's going to be 2 balls, 2 strikes. No outs. Eddie Ragsdale, go Bobcats. Welcome, Eddie. Strike. We're gonna have a strikeout. She's gonna be out. So 1 out, and we reset now. The balls and the strikes. I love their scoreboard, Grant, because it has the balls and the strikes, which we have that at Marshall too. It's just really handy. It's not just to score. Strike 1.
Yeah, it is.
It's a good start. Good start for Audrey Blair.
Seeing some good pitches coming in.
2024 season, yeah. That's going to be a ball. A little too high. 8 is up to bat. Again, the number 1 thing you want to do is do not let anyone go home. That's going in the road. And it has went into the road. See, Grant, that's the dangerous part of where we are. We are in the line of fire right here. Somebody hits a foul ball, and it's coming probably towards us because we're right here. So it's going to be 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. You know what we say, Grant? When you have 2 outs, 2 strikes, 2 balls? Deuce is wild. Mr. Jones started that. The good hit from Rosebud, and that's going to bring one home. We're going to have a tie ball game, 1-1, and we're going to have another one that's going to be at the second base. So that was a good hit for Rosebud. That'll be credited to 8. And again, I don't have a roster, so. "13 up to bat next. Gonna be a foul ball.
Like you were saying, if one starts coming toward us, duck.
Duck. That's the number one thing. You know why most people sit right on the very edge of the...
So they don't get hit.
Yeah, exactly. The people here, they should have a sign that says danger zone right here. Gotta watch that second base. She thought about stealing that base. And that's the kicker, Grant. We have got to be watching that because they will steal the base quick. Audrey Blair. And we're going to have, that's going to bring up strike 2. Strike 2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Big hit. And they're going to stop her right there at first base. However, 8 goes home and is going to score. So bring it 1-2. Bobcats down 1 at the bottom of the first inning. 1 out. Everybody's cheering. Her name's Maddie, so I assume her name's Maddie Grant. So Maddie up to bat, number 18. It's going to be a ball. 1. Foul ball, which will go in as a strike. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. 1-1-1, Grant. You'll have a lot of that. 1-1-1 or 2-2-2. Whoop! Always makes you nervous. That's going to be another foul ball. That's going to go as strike number 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Strike 3, and she's going to strike out. So, Grant, now we got 2 outs. And we're going to reset. So all Bobcats need to do, Grant, is just get somebody out. But you do have somebody on first base. Be ball number 1. Tell you, Audrey, outstanding pitcher. The speed, too, on that.
Yeah.
Strike 1. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Maybe we'll see 2-2 here in just a second. 2-2-2. The hit, it's going to be a foul ball. And that goes in as 2 strikes. All Audrey needs to do is strike number 6 out, and we're going to have inning 2 coming up. I don't believe this is a double hitter tonight. I don't think so. That's going to be a ball. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. What do we call that, Grant? Deuces Wild. You can thank Jamie Jones for that. The hit. That's good for Rosebud. They're on a run. They'll make it to first base, but then also, so we've got 2. We've got 1 on first base and 1 on second base. So, Eddie, to answer your question, watching it, it looks like it's going to the south of us right now. He's asking a weather question.
What?
Eddie's asking a weather question for bad weather tonight. Looks like right now it's going to the south of us, but we are keeping an eye on it. Strike 1. That was a good pitch. Strike 1. Strike 2. 35 up to bat. Bobcats, let's get a strikeout. A hit. They're going to stop. And she's safe. You know, see, Grant, there was some hesitation there. I'm sure you noticed that. As to where do we want to throw it to? Do we throw it to third base or do we throw it to first base? And there was a decision. And the delay right there, they were able to get to first base. Strike 1. So 2 outs. It's going to be 1 strike. 1-2 right now on the score. Bobcats down 1. Strike 2. Again, we're at the bottom of the first inning. It's 1-2. Strike 3. And the first inning is going to come to an end. So we're going to be starting the top of the second inning here in just a few moments. Bobcats coming back out to bat. So again, you're watching the Marshall Sports Network. We are live here at Rosebud Rambler Field. Grant, you're kind of quiet. I just hear wind noise. What do you think so far?
We're doing good. We are really doing good. Great pitches. That was incredible. Some of those, yeah, they were really good.
Well, and that's the key. That is the key. Strike out. Get as many people out as possible. Now, you know, you only get 3 out in 1 inning, but you want to get that 3 out quick. So, very impressed with Rosebud team. Doing a good job with this. They're up 1 point right now. Bobcats have the opportunity to tie or take the lead here. So, and you know, we always talk about it, but with a basketball game, there's 1 minute between quarters. And, you know, typically 10 minutes at halftime. With softball and baseball, every inning, there's a time break. So, that's why we're not just right on it. So, we could go to break, Grant, if we wanted to, but we're not going to. So.
Well, I will tell you what, it is nice outside today.
Yes, it is. All right. So up to the bat. Strike 1. Again, we don't have a full completed roster here just yet, so we apologize for that, but we'll get that
2.
for the next game. Ooh.
Strike 3.
Strikes out. That's okay. That's okay. That's just 1 out. a strike one. I'm telling you, this pitcher from Rosebud is impressive, Grant.
Yeah.
I mean, just struck one out and already got one strike on Marshall again. Strike two. So 1 out, 2 strikes, no balls. And they're going to get her out. So that'll be 2 outs on the Bobcats. 2 outs. Reset. That'll be ball. I think the wind is picking up, Grant.
Yeah.
To be honest, because it seems like there's more wind now. We're having 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Bobcats got to get a hit here. Foul ball. Doesn't go in the road. I thought it was going to, but it didn't. And that is going to be the 3rd out. So we're going to start the bottom of the 2nd inning here. Your score, Marshall 1, Rosebud 2. So Rosebud about to be up to bat again. Fixing to start the bottom of the 2nd inning here in just a moment. You're watching the Marshall Sports Network. You're all things Marshall Sports. Hey, we're covering every sport. We covered every sport, so that we could.
Yeah.
There's a few we can't, but we try our best. All right. So we're going to have 1 strike to start with. Audrey Blair. Good pitch. And it's going to be 1 strike. 1 ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Strike 2. That was a really good pitch, Grant. Good speed on that, and it just curved just a little bit. Those are perfect pitches.
The ideal.
That's a good hit. And a good save by Marshall. They will keep her held at first base. The thing to note, the wind, it is playing a factor. It's against the ball, which means as they try to hit the ball, the wind's going the other direction, and it's knocking it back. That's why that hit right there would have went a lot further
if it wasn't for
but the wind,
all the wind
hit that ball and pushed it. It was an opposing force. So,
yeah.
Where's it at? Holy moly. It's out of bounds. Or out, sorry. Basketball again. It's out. That was a good hit by Rosebud. That'll be, I believe that's number 16 or 15? 15. Number 15. That was a really good hit by 15. It was out. Bobcats are able to read that perfectly and get it. Ooh. They're going to say she was out. So what that's going to mean is that's going to be 2 outs. Bobcats bringing in outstanding defense. I know that's probably a basketball term, but still. Okay, there's a little question, and the umpire down here at home plate says she is safe. Gonna have to agree, Grant. I think she got there before. I think her foot was right on that plate before that ball was able to be thrown. So I agree with that. I 100% think she was definitely safe. So 1 ball, or 1 strike, and 1 out. 1-1, the big hit. Bobcats get it. They're going to contain. Now you have a situation, Grant. The bases are loaded. Bases are loaded. You've got 3 people, 1 on first base, 1 on second, 1 on third. A big hit right here by Rosebud. Home run. Could be 4 points coming for Rosebud. It's dangerous. There's only 1 out, too. That's the scary part.
Yeah.
You know, if it was 2 outs, Bobcats could have a higher shot at containing, but when you're in a situation like this, you get a big hit, regardless of how many outs you get, somebody's going to score. And the big hit right there, that's what I'm talking about. They're going to bring 1 home, another one coming, and that'll be 2 for Rosebud.
1 staying on third.
Yep. It's going to be 1-4. Bobcats down 3.
And 1 on first.
That was a good hit by Rosebud.
Yeah, it was. Coming up with the pitch here.
Good. Yes. However, they're going to say she was safe because she did not have her foot on the plate.
1 more out.
Yeah, if she would have had her foot on the plate, that would have been an out. So, but here again, Rosebud gets the score. So we've got 1-5. Bobcats down 4. We're at the bottom of the 2nd inning. This game's kind of flying, Grant, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it is.
That's going to be 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs. Strike 1. 1 out, 1 strike, 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. I haven't called baseball since last year, so I'm a little rusty, guys. Just bear with me here.
Strike 2.
And what do we have now, Grant? What do we call this? Deuces Wild.
Deuces Wild.
Deuces Wild.
And who came up with that? Coach Jones?
Hey, we got a strikeout right there. Coach Jones, yes. Jamie Jones. He is the one that is responsible. I don't know if he made that or what, but he would always say, when it hit 2-2-2, he'd say Deuces Wild. It's like, okay. So I just took that and use it now. So it's 1-5. We're fixing to start the top of the 3rd inning. Bobcats down 4. Doable. Bobcats just got to get a big hit here. Get the bases loaded, get a big hit, and come back. There's a chill in the air, Grant, now.
Yeah, there is.
A little bit.
Super nice, though.
It is. Other than the wind. You know, if we didn't have the wind, then we would be in better shape. But we have the wind to deal with. So Marshall's about to be up to bat. Like I said, Bobcats down 4 right now. Ramblers up 4. The top of the 3rd inning's just about to get kicked off. And I think the wind was like, you know what, I'm going to get kicked off as well. It seems like the wind's on the increase. Thankfully, these are not thunderstorm winds, because if they were, well, we'd be taking shelter right now.
Got some very interesting clouds moving in.
There is some shower activity to our south right now. I'm keeping an eye on the radar right now. That's something to note. If it does start to rain, or it looks like it's going to rain, we're going to have to pack up, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry. I know they can play in the rain unless it's lightning, but our equipment is not waterproof, and we are not going to be able to stream. Now, the equipment we're going to be using at home and away home games, both for baseball and softball, is going to be waterproof. Marshall FFA is helping us with setting and building us waterproof casing for all of our stuff, and we're super excited about that, so a special thank you to them. And so things will be waterproof, so we'll be able to stream regardless of what happens. Even we can be live streaming from the IT room, Grant.
Really?
Yes, we'd be in the IT room and be broadcasting the action, so regardless if it's raining or not. But like I said, if it starts raining, we're going to have to pack up. So we got 1 out. So far it's 1 out. No balls, no strikes. New batter up. Strike 1. I'm telling you, just very impressed with this pitcher from Rosebud. We're going to have a foul ball. Almost looked like it hit her, Grant.
Yeah.
I thought it did. But I think she moved that bat just in time and hit it. So there was some contact there. So foul ball. So it's going to be 2 strikes. 1 out. Top of the 3rd inning here at Rambler Field. That's a good hit. And she is going to be out. Good hit from Audrey. Number 9 up to bat.
2nd out. That wind is not being too kind today.
It's not. I want to make sure none of our other equipment. No, nothing.
1 to 5. Bobcats down by 4.
That's the one thing. I love everything else, but
and we have a ball. Strike 1.
hang tight, ladies and gentlemen. Got to report the screen is not working. Could be something to do with the wind. Just hold on a second, guys. We're gonna get it fixed.
Strike 2.
That's the wrong button. That's the wrong button. Alright, just bear with us for a minute, guys, please. We're working on some issues here. We are remote with all of our equipment, so
all right.
they can still hear us, but they cannot see videos.
We're going to be heading into the, I guess you can call it second set, right?
Bottom of the 3rd inning. Alright, bear with us. Just stay with us here. Stay with us. Ladies and gentlemen, I think we're back up now. Doing a quick restart. Sorry about that. We are remote equipment right now, so it could be a little sketchy, right, Grant?
Mm-hmm.
It's the first ever softball game for 2024. So. All right, so we are currently going to be bottom of the third inning.
Yep.
It's 1-5. Bobcats down 4. Let me know if it's fixed. Sorry, guys. I just don't know. If it does it again, Grant, we're just going to have to switch back to the other, like, the basketball capture card.
Okay.
That we normally use. It's hard for us to see the screen up here, guys, so, you know, it's tough for us to tell what's going on. So your chat is perfect because we can't see it. It's the sun's too bright.
Good service, too. Add on to that.
Yeah, the cell phone signal's really good here. There is a tower right beside us, though, so I would hope it's good. So. All right.
Strike one.
Strike one. So 1 ball, 1 strike.
Looking good so far. Good pitches. Woo. That wind is really hitting hard.
Heads up. Ooh. Thought it was coming. Right towards us. That very top of the fence saved us, Grant, because that thing was coming right for us, dude. Whoop. So it's going to be 2 strikes, 1 ball, 2 strikes, no outs. 35 up to bat for Rosebud. The hit, it's good. Marshall picks it up, and he's going to be out. 1 out. That's good for the Bobcats. Like I said, if the screen starts cutting out again, we'll switch to some other equipment. Like I said, we're remote. We're literally in the stands right now. Yeah. So this is not the ideal situation to be live streaming in, but we wanted to bring you this game. So, and we may run into that this season. You know, no press box or anything like that for us to go into. So gonna be 1 ball, no strikes. Maybe 2 balls. That's a good hit for Rosebud. And they're going to be going to first base. The signal just looks really dark. Grant, just cover for me for just a second as I check on something real fast.
Another ball.
Because this just looks really dark on our system.
Strike 1.
Tell you what, we're going to switch. I didn't realize it was this dark.
Another ball.
Like I said, ladies and gentlemen, this is not the ideal situation for us to be live streaming in, but
strike,
you know.
Strike 3. She's out. 1-5, Bobcats down by 4. Bottom of the 3rd inning.
Here. That was
pitch coming up.
Yes.
ball.
Next inning, we will switch equipment for a minute because this is really dark. One more out. Sorry, guys. I did not realize. The video picture is extremely dark. What a hit!
Wow.
Way out in outfield. And they've got one that's going to make it home. She's going to be safe. So, if you're the Bobcats, you have got to not let anyone make it home. Anyhow. Foul ball. So, we're at the bottom of the third inning. It's currently 1-6. Bobcats down 5. Strike 1. I should say strike 2 because technically she hit the foul. So, 2 strikes, 2 outs, no balls. We can just get it out right here. This would be huge for the Bobcats because you got 1 on third base right now. Be ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Again, bear with us. We're going to switch equipment here just a second as soon as the inning is over. And we're going to have one that's going to run home, and that's going to bring it 1-7. Strike 3. That's it.
That's going to be the end
All right.
of.
We're switching equipment, ladies and gentlemen. Just bear with us.
So we are
We're
going
right
on to
back.
the top of the 4th inning. I can make it brighter.
Well, no, that's not it. Maybe it's the cable.
Is the brightness down? Is what you're saying?
No, I'm just wondering if the cable's bad. Well, let's switch something real quick. Bear with us. This is our first game of the 2024 season, so we're going to work through some issues. Can you unplug that for me?
Yeah.
If you don't mind.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to
There you
switch something out real quick.
Okay.
Here, take this. Take this cable. Marshall's about to be back up to bat.
It's this. I can.
Yeah, there you go. Yep.
It's a little bit too bright. That's perfect.
That's perfect. Yep, right there. All right, so switching some equipments and making some adjustments. We have officially fixed the live stream again. Let me output this real quick.
Coming to the top of the 4th inning. Strike 1. Michaela Blair up to bat. We've got strike 1.
Here, Grant, did you plug that back in? That HDMI cable?
No.
No.
Strike 2.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're getting there. First game. Got to work out some bugs.
Strike 3. She's
Right,
out.
Grant? All right, so 1 out. And we're going to reset. There we go. Yeah, signal looks great now. All right. The people that are watching, chat with us. Let us know how this is. Should be good now. Strike 1.
Strike. Yep. We've got strike 1.
Strike 2.
Strike 2.
1 out, 2 strikes.
It is getting kind of chilly out.
Yeah, it is. Strike 3.
She's out.
That's 2 outs.
We've got a Laney Blackwell stepping up. And it's up.
What a hit! But what a catch, too. That's a good hit, though, by Laney Blackwell.
Yeah.
Well, it's going to be 1-7. And we're fixing to be starting the bottom of the 4th inning. It's getting kind of chilly out here right now.
Yeah, it is.
This is what it was.
I see.
And then this is,
So it's better now?
yeah, this is what it is now.
Good,
Fixed.
good.
Yeah, it's great. Signal's
Exposure really does.
Well, it does, but I think
mean, it's a game
our
changer.
equipment, I think, was because it looked good on the monitor. So
Yeah, it did.
that's why I think it was the equipment I was using, or we were using. But we're good now. All right, here we go. Fixing to be the bottom of the 4th inning. It's 1-7. Bobcats down 6 right now. Got a little work to do, Grant.
Yeah, we do.
It's not impossible, but we cannot let Rosebud score anymore. Can't do it. If we're the Bobcats, because you don't want to get the score anymore out of control.
Yeah.
Audrey, first pitch, good. Strike 1. Had good power, perfect direction.
Every single one of those
Scares us.
scares us.
That happened last year. Every single time I was like, oh no, where's it going? It's going to be a ball. So, 1 ball, 2 strikes, no outs. Again, just starting the bottom of the 4th inning. What a hit!
Look at that.
And we're there to read that perfectly. 1 out. That was a good play by the Bobcats, but outstanding hit by the Ramblers. Ball 1.
I think that one was a tad bit too high.
I think so. That was perfect.
Strike 1.
1-1-1. We don't have anything to say for 1-1-1.
Yeah.
I guess we could say, I don't know. I don't know what you'd say. Ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. 1-7. That's going to be 3 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Bobcats got to get a strike here or an out. Don't need to walk anybody. Big hit. It's going to be a foul ball. So it's going to be strike 2. So 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. There's some storms developing to our south, but we're okay right now. Audrey. And that's strike 3.
She's out.
It's going to bring it 2 outs. That was an outstanding pitch.
Yeah, it was.
And that's what the Bobcats needed to do. Audrey knew exactly what she needed to do, and she did it. Because here's the thing. That's a big hit. Bobcats got to be there. And they're going to let it hit the ground. But they're going to stop it right there. They're going to stop. Got him to first base. Not any further. Good stop there for the Bobcats. Because a hit like that could have went a little bit further. Could have made it to second base. So the Bobcats containing to first base is good. But here's the kicker, Grant. Now we got 1 person on first base. So now we got to be careful that nobody steals from us.
Yeah. Foul ball. Every single time.
It scared the people in front of us. And it scared me too, because it looked like it was coming towards us.
Strike.
That's 2. That's 2 right there. 1 more strike, Grant. And we're going to the 5th inning. That's it.
That's strike 3.
We're going 5. The 5th inning's fixing to get started.
They're only, 7 innings?
Well, typically 7.
Okay. Can they?
But yes, if it's a tie, they can go. 7 or 8 typically.
Okay. So it's kind of like the overtime rule in a lot of the other. Kind of. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
if it's tied,
Okay.
it could go on for a long while. I mean, but typically it's about 7 innings, 7, 8 innings.
1-7. Bobcats down by 6. Starting off with the top of the 5th inning.
Some do end at 5. It just depends on the score. That's the kicker. And this score right here is not, they wouldn't end it early. So
Strike 1.
one strike, no balls, no outs. Bobcats got to get some big hits here, Grant. The time's kind of winding down a little bit. In baseball, though, like we're talking the main league of baseball, did you know that it can go up to 16 innings?
You're kidding.
I'm not. It can. Those are the games that just, they pretty much go on for forever. I mean, it's like, that's a lot. All right, so 1 out right now, 1-7. We're in the 5th inning, top of the 5th.
Strike 1. talk about all the upcoming games here shortly.
Sounds good. We got several of those.
Strike 2.
So, 1 out, 2 strikes, no balls. And that's going to be...
Strike 3.
Yep, that's going to be 2 outs.
Strike 1.
Bobcats really got to get a hit here, Grant. I
Yeah,
mean,
we
we're
do.
down 6 points. We got to get a hit.
Strike 2.
So now we're in a situation to where you have to be eyeing this very closely because that's
Strike
it.
3.
So now we're in the bottom of the 5th inning. So Rosebud's going to be up to bat again. And Bobcats are down 6. A lot of traffic on this highway, Grant. I mean, right in front of this school. It's just
okay. I'm going to go ahead and talk about some of the
yeah,
upcoming games.
yeah. We got just a few moments.
So, today was Rosebud. It was non-conference. Friday, this upcoming Friday, we're going to be playing Guy Perkins at Guy. It's away. Non-conference. Of course it's away. I'm sorry. Shirley is at home. It's a non-conference. Cotter away. It's a conference. Concord is at home. Non-conference. Shirley away. Non-conference. Greenland home. Conference. Concord again away. Non-conference.
A lot of non-conference games, Grant. I anticipate the conference games will start.
Next Monday is Shirley, and Tuesday, following right after that, is Cotter.
Those are interconference? Or no?
Okay, Shirley is not.
Shirley's not, but Cotter is.
Cotter is.
Cotter
That's
is.
one of
and
our
I'll tell you,
conference
Cotter's
games.
a good team.
They are.
Cotter is a good team. You know, did you say that's home or away?
Cotter is away.
Okay. We'll get to see Jamie Jones. Coach Jones. Because he's up at he's superintendent of Cotter.
All right, I think we've been missing some of the action, so let's get back in.
Well, it's 1-1 right now. 1-1-1.
1-1-1.
1-1-1.
What was the thing you said for 2-2-2?
Deuce is wild.
Deuce is wild. All right.
Strike 1.
Strike 1.
Strike 2.
Strike 2.
You know, that was close, Grant. That was close to being
Yeah.
I mean, that was over towards the edge, but it was enough. He considered it a strike. So it's currently right now 2-1. 2 strikes. Okay. Okay, 2-1. 2-1 now. That was weird because they had on the scoreboard 2-2, but big hit. Audrey, and she's out. That's going to be 2 outs. That was good, a good play. A hit right to Audrey. Audrey picked it up. She threw it over to first base and successfully got him out. So Now it's 2 outs. Big hit. And a good play by Marshall to read that.
We're going to be going into the top of the 6th inning. 1-7, Bobcats down by 6.
I think they're about to call the game, Grant. I think that's it. Maybe not. Nope.
Still going.
I heard someone say that's the game. However, they've just put 6th inning on there. So
we're moving on.
We're getting another inning. More batting coming up.
All right, so let me get back to this. Like I said, this Friday, Guy Perkins, it's away. Then right after that on Monday, it's at 3:30, home, non-conference. So then Tuesday, following right after that, we're going to head to Cotter. The game will start at 4. It's away and it's conference. So really, that, and then Thursday is home and it's non-conference. It's starting at 3:30. So, and that consists of the rest of this week and then moving in on to next week. All right. All right. Strike 1.
Bobcats got to get a hit here. Got to get a hit.
Strike 2. All right, that's strike 3. She's out. Audrey stepping up.
Like I said, I mean, Bobcats just gotta get a good hit here. I mean, we're just kind of, I hate to say cold because we're not really cold on offense, not like basketball, but
All right, that's going to be a ball.
it's
Too low. Way too low.
strike.
Strike 1.
1-1, but 0. 1-1-0. We don't have any outs. Top of the 6th inning.
Another ball.
2 balls, 1 strike. Good hit, but they pick it right up. Went right to the pitcher. And Debbie. I'm trying to be. I'm just, we're and we're going to foul ball. So we do have 1 out right now.
1 to 7. Bobcats down by 6.
Got a
Ball,
got
one
got a
strike
little
and
work
one
to
out.
do. Grant, I mean,
Yeah.
we do. Big hit. Foul ball. Foul ball. Did you see the umpire? He stood up. Foul ball, and he said it so loud. You know, that was close. That was really close. You know, if we could just kind of bring it in a little bit closer to the pitcher, we'd be good. That's going to be 3 strikes. And that is going to be, we're going to start the bottom of the 6th inning. Bobcats still down 6 right now.
I think I just saw lightning.
You probably did, because it's developing. Pretty close.
That
And I tell you, like I said, I'm keeping an eye on the radar. Ladies and gentlemen, there is a chance that there's a chance we may have to tear down this equipment, shut her down, and get it in the truck as fast as possible so that nothing gets soaked. Because none of our equipment's waterproof. So I think there is some lightning in the distance. That is a developing little cell. But the strongest part, here I am doing radar, here I am doing weather. It won't be long, I'm not going to make anybody bored. But it's to our south. So.
okay. Well, it does look like it might rain.
But if it starts, yep, there's lightning. But the umpire didn't see it, so we're still playing.
Well, he's looking.
Oh. Wow. They called that a foul, and it is. But my goodness, what a hit. What's the number on that? Is that 15 again?
15.
That's 15 again. She had a big hit earlier.
That's a ball.
That's lightning. That is definitely lightning. Oh, that's lightning. And we're on metal bleachers. The safest location that you could be right now. That was me being sarcastic. Whoa! Dude, I thought that was coming right towards us. Nerve-wracking here. Like I said, we are first time of the 2024 season bringing you softball coverage, first game, so we're still getting everything figured out. But, foul ball.
Foul ball. And there it went again.
Yeah, it's we're seeing some lightning, ladies and gentlemen, to our west or east. Sorry, I'm getting yeah, it's east. It's all confusing because
Still more
direction that this. Yeah, it's
there's a lot.
Bit, yeah. I would almost bet you that once this inning's over, they're done. The game will end. They went ahead and gave one more inning, but I just think that this is probably going to be it. As soon as they're finished batting, the game's going to end. I could be wrong. I mean, I could be totally wrong. But with this kind of lightning off in the distance, you typically don't.
Strike one.
Don't play much more. And it's not like it's just a quick little cell that's going to pop over. It's probably going to be raining for a while.
Yeah.
Now, again, they can play in the rain. They just can't play in the lightning. So. Whoop. Okay, so 1 strike, 1 out.
It is really developing over there.
Whoa, and that's going in the road. You know, I'm going to be honest with you, Grant, and I know we're just kind of just talking here. I just wonder if somebody's hit the ball and it go out. If somebody's driving down the road, I just wonder if somebody has hit that ball. There's another one.
If it's hit
There was almost a car there.
Could you?
You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
what? Yeah, I'm saying like they're
like,
driving down the
hit
road,
somebody's car,
and it just goes up and just hits the car.
I feel so bad if that's ever happened to somebody.
I don't know. I don't know. Okay, so 1 out, 2 strikes, 1 ball. What a hit! And she's going to make it to second base. She's running to third. She is going to be safe. So 1 out. If you feel a drop of rain, we're shutting everything down, Grant. I don't think you will. I'm looking at radar. It is developing, but it's going.
Oh, that just came down.
Yeah, but it's going. Now, they could call the game off because of where it's at, but in terms of affecting us directly, it's going to our east. So, but yeah, it's getting pretty strong out there, but it's to our east, so we're okay. In terms of us getting soaked, we're at least not right now. We're not going to get soaked, but they may call it for lightning. I don't know. I think we're okay right now. A big hit from Rosebud, and they're going to score again. That's going to bring it 1-8.
One ball, 1 strike, and 1 out.
One ball. And we're going to have somebody still in the base. Ooh, Grant, she thought about going to third base. She thought about it. Bobcats were able to contain right there. Hold down the fort, Grant, for just a second. So, there is a storm development, but it's going to our east. So, it won't affect us in terms of rain. They call it for lightning because it's got some positive charge to it, but I don't know. Because I've been looking at the radar.
All right. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Foul ball. Strike 3. 2 outs. 1-8. Bobcats down by 7.
I think they're talking about maybe letting.
It's the bottom of the 6th inning, right?
Yeah. So 1 more out, and I bet you that this game gets called.
Yeah.
And I'll remember next time to pretty much hack it, because it's cold, dude.
It is cold.
I mean, it is cold. 1 ball. One ball, 1 strike. 2 outs. Bobcats just getting out here. Strike 2.
1 more strike.
I bet this game ends. But it may not. I don't know. That's going to be a ball. So, Grant, what do we have? We have a 2-2-2 situation. What do we call that?
Deuces
Wild.
Deuces wild. All right. Still getting new to that term.
Strike. Strike 3. And I think the 7, yep, we're about to start the 7th inning. This game's not over, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, that is really picking up for the Lightning, at least. So is the wind.
So, 1 ball. Well, we haven't even started. They just put 1 ball up there on the screen. You got what? Yeah, it's decently close.
Strike 1.
Grant, I don't really hear any thunder, though.
May just be
You heard
lightning.
a little? I bet there's some thunder, though. With the storm like what it's looking like, yeah.
Yeah,
There'll be some thunder. At least, maybe not now, but as it continues to develop, there will be.
It is kind of going.
As we get closer to them. But here I am talking about the weather. I didn't plan on this, ladies and gentlemen. I planned on this just being
And
a softball. And there, she's out.
She's out.
Lightning's definitely on the increase.
That's a ball. One ball, no strikes, first out. Or 1 out. Sorry.
Strike 1. Here we are
1-1-1.
again, Grant. 1-1-1. We got to come up with something for 1-1-1.
Yeah.
Strike 2.
Yeah, that looks like it is getting closer.
It is. But it's going to the side of us. Like, as it gets closer, it will get louder. And it will get more intense to our east. But in terms of rain, it shouldn't affect us, at least not right now. Out. That'd be 2 outs. Bobcats just got to get a score here. Just just a good hit.
Yeah.
We're kind of struggling. But I'll tell you, Rosebud, very impressed with their team. I'm impressed with the Bobcats as well, but just it's just the first game. We're just kind of, like we talked about earlier, just kind of out of our rhythm, but we're getting there.
Strike one. Strike two. Strike three. And we are moving into the bottom of the 7th inning. I suppose this is where it will finally end the game, right?
That's it right here.
Innings, yeah.
They're ending the game.
Oh, yeah.
That's it.
That's it.
That's the ball game. Final score, 1-8. Let's make sure there's not a doubleheader. Hey, Debbie, this is it, right? Are we good? There's not a JV game? Okay. Yep. I think this is it. All right. So as soon as the prayer's over, we're going to pack up our equipment, throw it in as quick as possible because storms are developing.
All right. Well, you're watching the Marshall Sports Network. That's going to be the end of the game. Tune in Friday to the Guy Perkins game. I think it's at 3:30. No, 5.
All right. We'll see you later.
It's at 5 o'clock.